You got 7 shades to work with, girlfriend, so we don't want to go too far in here. Oh, this looks so cool. It's very annoying. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. I don't have any makeup on yet, besides brows. Of course, I never come on here browless, but I do have some cute earrings on today. These are my Folksy Love earrings. They're so fun. Look at how long these are. They literally touch my shoulders, but they're very lightweight. And they're little moon phases. Look how cute. You got your little, I always forget, which way does it go? Is that a waxing gibbous or a waning gibbous? If the moon is getting bigger, I think that's waxing, and then I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure waning is getting smaller. So you got your waxing and waning moons here, and the moon in the middle is smiling. She's so pretty. But that's not what this video is about. You did not click on this video to hear me scream about how much I love the moon again. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in watching me create a sparkly rainbow eye look. This is not the video I intended on creating today, so bear with me if it's a little bit chaotic and a little bit wacky zany all over the place. But if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, at GlamGeoNYC, then you know that I'm very much in a rainbow eyeshadow era right now. I don't know why, that's just like what's speaking the most to my creativity. And I've been using the About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paints a lot, and I hear you guys telling me that they are sold out. I see that they're sold out, so I'm sure it's probably not the most fun to watch me use products that you can't currently buy. So I thought today I would use a product that is not currently sold out, at least I think. Oh shoot, now I gotta check. Please don't be sold out, please don't be sold out, please don't be sold out. The Blend Bunny Blends palette is not currently sold out. Heck yeah, I'm gonna be using the Blend Bunny Blends palette today, my absolute favorite rainbow palette. I've been loving this since I got it. I think I'm gonna play into mostly pastels, maybe some jewel tones too. I don't know, we'll see. I've just been loving the rainbow eye looks lately, but not only am I using the Blend Bunny Blends palette, I'm also gonna be using some of these opal loose multichromes from Karla Cosmetics. They very kindly sent me this PR package with all of these absolutely stunning multichromes. There's some loose ones, I have a pressed one too. I have their little mixing potion, which I'm very excited to use. And then they sent me a liquid multichrome as well that I'm not gonna use today because it's a little deep. But my idea for today, the reason that this is a spur of the moment video is because I just had this vision of me doing a nice soft rainbow eye look with the blends palette and then going over it with one of these opal multichromes and just turning it into a sparkly rainbow delight. So that is the concept. So if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you and you want to hang out with me and watch me do a sparkly rainbow eye look, then I encourage you to please subscribe and keep on watching because it's coming at you right now. Alright, I got you all zoomed in. Now let's get this base started. So like I said, I want to play on some of the more pastel tones in the Blend Bunny Blends palette. So when I like to play with pastel eyeshadows, I like to go in first with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. It's just a big old white eyeliner. This is like a cult classic. People have been using this for years. If you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend it, especially if you like your eyeshadows to really pop. I like using it the most when it comes to pastels because that way my skin tone, even though I'm incredibly fair, my skin tone still is not completely white, so it is gonna slightly alter the eyeshadow shades. So I find that if you go in with the white base first, then you're really gonna get the true tone of the color, especially since pastels already have a white base to begin with. Ooh, I feel like I kind of went off with that shape there. That looks really good. Okay, so like I said, we're doing a rainbow, and I'm gonna go from purple to red. So purple on the inner corner, red on the outer corner, and I'm gonna go in with a pastel shade of purple. I'm gonna use the shade Giggle, one of my favorites from this palette. It's interesting, it looks a little deeper on the eye than it does in the pan, even with the white base. You'll see what I'm talking about, but it's still really pretty. I feel like that's just the nature of eyeshadow. Like, even if you go in with the light base, it always shows up a little deeper. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with a stamping motion here, right over that primer. I'm gonna try not to go too far in. I always forget. You got 7 shades to work with, girlfriend, so we don't wanna go too far in here. I am gonna layer the second shade over it a little bit, like the blue will overlap the purple a little bit, so it's like a nice clean blend. Look at me blending with the Blend Bunny Blends palette. And in case you're curious, I'm using the Oden's Eye Saga of Freya FR4 brush. This is my favorite eyeshadow brush for stamping motions, just because it picks up a really dense amount of product. Maybe that's why the eyeshadow always looks deeper on my eyes too. Could just be the density of the brush. I'm not a brush expert by any means. Do not listen to me. Look at me putting on way more eyeshadow than I need to. Okay, let's move on to our next shade, which the next shade I'm going to use is going to be the one right underneath that purple pastel shade. The shade is called Dream, just a gorgeous like sky blue pastel blue shade. Okay, and like I said, we're gonna overlap a little bit with that purple so that we get a nice seamless blend. I feel like when you're working with the liquid eyeshadows, it can be a little difficult to not make it look so stark in between. Like when I was working with the About Face matte fluid eye paints, I would have to like remix custom shades between each shade, you know what I mean? So like I'd have to mix the purple and blue like together, like on the back of my hand, and then go in with that in between to make it look seamless. Whereas the advantage with using just a powder eyeshadow is that they blend on their own. Also, this Blend Bunny Blends palette, it's literally called the Blends palette because they basically blend themselves, which is great for me. Make sure I get that nice in-between shade, so pretty. Okay, and for our next shade, I want to go in with a minty green because I think that could be fun. I'm just loving this pastel rainbow vibe we have going on, and this shade is called Inside Joke. You guys, it's been a while since I played around with some mint eyeshadows. Do you guys remember my mint era back in March? I think it was. I was having so much fun with mint eyeshadows. I don't know what happened. I forgot about my mint shades, but I'm happy to be back because dang, that looks so pretty. I really hope I can fit all the shades in here. Oh my gosh, I need to stop putting so much on, but it's hard. I get so excited at the beginning and then at the end I'm like rushing to put shades together. Okay, next up in the rainbow is gonna be yellow, and I'm gonna dip into this gorgeous yellow shade. It's kind of like a yellowy green almost. I feel like it's on the greener side of yellow, so it's gonna blend really nice with this minty shade, and the shade is called Secrets. What is yellow secret? Is yellow secret that it's kind of green? I guess we'll see. Making sure not to take up too much space. Okay, had too much on the brush for that one. Getting a little bit of fallout, but that's okay because I will say the Blend Bunny Blends formula is like incredibly easy to wipe away. It's like so lightweight. I really don't know how they do it, but it's incredibly lightweight. So if there's one formula that the fallout you can truly just like take a clean brush and swipe it away, it's this one. What do you guys think about the new Blend Bunny palette that just came out, the Primal palette? I'm super intrigued by it. I'm kind of debating whether or not to get it because I like that it's an unconventional rainbow palette. Like I don't feel like it dupes the other palettes too much. I know people have made like comparison videos showing like that there are some similar shades, but I feel like the creator of Blend Bunny Cosmetics is just so good at utilizing tone and truly coming up with unique shades. Like one of the blue shades in there is unlike any other blue shade I have, and I also really like that she included like a full pan of the black and white so you can really customize your shades, and because she knows like those are some of the most used shades, so I just feel like there's so much thought put behind it. And I haven't tried Blend Bunny shimmer formula before, and I've heard kind of mixed things about it. Like I know my friend Chris said that it wasn't their favorite shimmer formula and that it can be like a little finicky to work with, and it doesn't look like they're the most sparkly in the world, but they're also still really pretty. I don't know, you guys, I'm not sure. I probably don't need it. Like I was just saying at the beginning, I haven't even played with powder eyeshadow in a freaking really long time, so like do I need another powder eyeshadow palette? Probably not, but I do want it. Okay, so next up in the rainbow is orange, and the pastel orange in this palette, First Kiss, is kind of more like a peachy shade, which honestly, is peach just pastel orange? I feel like it kind of is. So hopefully this looks good. I don't know why, for some reason I'm looking at it in the pan and I'm like, looks kind of fleshy. Is this gonna disappear into my skin tone? We'll see. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of room. Okay, it is kind of flesh toned. Oh no, is it gonna make it look like I have like negative space? Let me just focus on applying this. Oh, okay, another layer and it's looking a little more orange, thank goodness. Nice thing about these shades is you can build them up. Okay, I'm running out of room. I gotta leave a little bit of room for the red. Okay, so for the pastel red shade we're dipping into, we're gonna dip into Sunsets here. It's kind of a pink. I know that like pastel red is like basically just pink to a point, but in the palette they do also have a pastel pink which like leans more towards like a purpley pink, whereas this one is a true like warm tone pink. It's the closest you can get to actually having a pastel red, I'd say. It's gonna look beautiful. Let's put it on. Over explaining the colors, I can't help myself. I love talking about individual tones of colors. Very interesting to me because you know, you talk to people and they're they're like, oh, my favorite color is purple. And you're like, ooh, what tone of purple is your favorite color purple? For me, it's a blue tone purple or a lavender. Honestly, this is probably my favorite shade of purple, more like a periwinkle purple. But then you talk to somebody and they say their favorite color is green. And you're like, what does that mean? Is it hunter green? Is it slime green? Your favorite color is yellow. Is that a sunflower yellow? Is that a chartreuse? Tell me everything. I love hearing about that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna switch brushes because I just realized I'm at the pointy part of the graphic shape here and this brush is too round. But I had a plan for this the whole time. I'm gonna use one of the e.l.f. brushes that came with their Game Up collection. It doesn't have an individual name. I believe you do have to buy it in the set, although I will say I really like the brushes that come with this set. Full disclosure, I did a collab with them, but I don't have to be talking about it now, and I really like this brush. So we're gonna use that to get into the tip here without making it too messy, and this was the perfect brush for that. I might have to go back in with a little more yellow. I feel like we're looking a little stark between the orange and the yellow, but I'll do that after. Do you see what I mean about it like being like a true pastel red? Like pastel red could be considered pink, but like this really pulls red. Okay, now like I said I was gonna do, I'm just taking a little bit more of that shade Secrets, just because I want to create a little bit more of a blend between the yellow and orange shade. I feel like the orange was like significantly deeper than the yellow. There we go. Oh, that looks so much better. I really like this brush for blending between colors too. This is a nice precise brush. Okay, what do we think? I feel like that's a pretty good blend overall. I really like the way everything is looking. So now what I'm gonna do is repeat the same steps on the other eye, and then we'll come back and try out the multi-chromes. All right, I have the other eye done. We're looking good here. I feel like they match relatively well. I will say one thing I did off camera that was kind of just spur of the moment is I added a little bit of the white shade just on the inner corner. I don't know if you can see, it just looks a little bit brighter because I just felt like it needed a little brightness. You know, I like my inner corner to be bright, even if it's not with a shimmer highlight. And now just to make sure the eyeshadow is like set, if you will, before I go in with the glitter adhesive that I have, I'm gonna spray it with my NYX Bear With Me setting spray. I don't know if this step is necessary, but I don't know. The fix potion that I have from Karla Cosmetics here looks very jelly-like, so I'm just worried it's gonna wipe away the eyeshadow, so I'm gonna set it first. Alright, now we're gonna go in with my fix potion. This stuff is so cool. It's literally so gelatinous. It looks like jelly. I used my little spatula to scoop some off here, although I honestly probably took too much. We'll put some of that back because Karla Cosmetics was kind enough to send a little informational card about their fix potion here, and it says, less is more. A little bit of fix potion goes a long way, so we recommend use a small amount at a time, and it also says to let it dry because it works best when it's dry or slightly tacky. So I'm gonna take all of those things into mind here. I'm gonna go in with a really small amount because I don't want to risk messing up any of this beautiful eyeshadow. Can you imagine? We just spent all this time doing this eyeshadow and then I don't want to rub it away. I want to put this on the back of my hand here. I think I'm going to apply it with the finger. It didn't say to use a brush or a finger, but I don't know. I feel like it's safer to do with a finger, and I'm just going to tap it on. Oh boy. Okay, looking good so far. It's not removing any of the eyeshadow, so that's great. It does feel a lot thinner than I expected it to be. I don't know. Usually glitter primers can feel kind of heavy and sticky, but this one feels really lightweight, kind of like hand sanitizer. You know how you put hand sanitizer on and you're rubbing it together and you're like, oh wow, this is so wet, and then suddenly it's dry? Kind of feels like that. Maybe that's just alcohol. I don't know what the ingredients are in this, but I'm assuming there has to be somewhat of an alcohol base, right, to get it to dry. Okay, now I guess I'll give that a little bit of time to dry. It looks like it's dry already, but let me just give it like 30 seconds, I guess. But in the meantime, let me show you the gorgeous opal multichrome that I'm gonna go in with. I was looking at swatches online to try to get an idea of what they would all look like because they were very kind. They sent me a lot of them and I didn't want to swatch all of them and make a big glittery mess, but I think the shade I want to go with is Bubble Bath because the swatch online looked like this, and I felt like this would be a good shade that's not gonna totally cover all of the other shades underneath, because they sent me some other ones. You can see this one clearly has a deeper base, so I didn't know how it would layer over every color, so I wanted to pick one that was like really iridescent, and I feel like this one will complement all of the other shades. But yeah, this is all just an idea I had in my head and I have not tested yet, so hopefully this doesn't ruin the whole thing. I really like how these come too. Like I said, this is a loose product, but it's not like you just take off the cap and like the product is there like I find most loose eyeshadows are. This one has a nice little cap inside, and even when you take off the cap, there's like a small hole. I just feel like that's really smart. So I guess I'll just tap some into the cap here. Oh, okay, a nice little teensy teensy tiny amount. I'm gonna use my What's Up Beauty R105 brush, just a nice fluffy brush. Oh boy, now I'm worried I gave it too much time to dry because I was so focused on getting a good shot. Is it sticking? Are we doing anything? I'm like, it's sticking. Is it as impactful as I wanted it to be though? I don't know. I'm worried I let it dry too long. Let me just add a little more, see if that helps. Maybe I just didn't use enough. I don't know. I feel like this is definitely like the product is showing up. I just want it to show up more. Okay, round 2. We're trying again. Ooh, okay, it's sticking now. Okay. Yeah, that's the business here. It just needed a little bit more product. Oh my gosh. Oh, this looks so cool. It's so opalescent. Okay, now I need to, okay, now I need to just even out the front part because I added a little bit of extra mixing medium, but I only added it to the parts that I hadn't gone over yet. So now I need to make the front part even. Thank you for bearing with me during this troubleshooting phase of the eye look. This is kind of fun though, because you guys get to see what I go through when I just do a spur of the moment look and I don't have a lot of planning on it. You know, mistakes will come up, mistakes will arise, but we will get through it together. Okay, give that a moment. I personally have found that, I know it said you could let it dry down. I would recommend letting it be slightly tacky if you want to get the true impact of the loose multichrome, which is so pretty. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Oh, that is beautiful. All right, I hopped off camera. I cleaned up my under eyes and everything real quick. Slapped on a little bit of foundation. Took a minute to collect myself. I don't know, I had like a panic moment where I felt like the whole thing looked really bad. There was a couple of patchy areas on this side of the eye, and I truly blame that on me not applying the adhesive in a nice clean layer, because I did on this eye, and this eye was like effortless, no issues whatsoever. But I think I got it all cleaned up now. So now what I'm gonna do is pop a minty eyeliner in the lower lash line. This is the Oden's Eye Solmane gel liner. The shade is 004. It's like a nice, it's just a nice minty eyeliner. It's not my favorite. It's not sticking to my lash line great. I'm just a roller coaster with these guys. I don't know. I don't love them, but I do like this color, and I don't have anything else in this color. All right, looking good. Let me go ahead and pop some mascara on real quick so we can see the whole look together. When did the tip break off this? Literally, the tip just fell off of this. That's it's very annoying. Sorry, I know I keep saying I'm leaving, but honestly the product applies better without the tip on it, so take what you will from that information. Okay, actually hear me out. Let's take a little bit of another one of my multichrome shades. The shade is called Rockabye Baby. I'm just taking a little bit of what was in the cap here, and I want to check it out as a highlight. This one looks like it's gonna be more of a pinky gold shade, and why not check something else out? Ooh, okay. I'm glad I went in with a light amount because I could see this getting out of hand very easily, but that's really pretty. Much more subtle than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it's a multichrome, so I was like, this could be a huge mistake, but why not just do it anyways? Taking a little bit more on my brush. These are so finely milled. I like that they don't look glittery at all. Like, they are a pure shimmer. Okay, these are really pretty highlights too. Oh, how exciting. We love a good multi-purpose product. All right, you guys, here it is. Here's my finished look with the mascara, with the lip gloss. I am loving these Colourpop So Glossy lip glosses so much. They're so sparkly. Look at this. I'm wearing the shade, no joke. It's like a nice mauve-y moment, but it's like so high shine, and it also has so much sparkle in it. Less sparkle than the shade I was wearing in my last video. The shade Set Free is like pure sparkle. This is like pure bronzy goodness, whereas this one has a little less sparkle, but it's still so pretty because I got plenty enough sparkle on my eyes as it is. Let's do a zoom in on the eyes. They truly are opalescent. Like, opal is the perfect way to describe these Karla Cosmetics multichromes. They're so pretty. Look at this eye. This is definitely my better eye, like I was saying earlier. You know, I think I really just had to figure out that glitter adhesive. All glitter adhesives are different. This is a totally different texture than my NYX glitter glue or even my Fear and Eye Pixie epoxy. I'd say it's closer in texture to the Fear and Eye Pixie epoxy if you'd used that before, but definitely still different. I don't know. It's so thin. It is the thinnest texture I've ever used in a glitter adhesive before, so I just feel like you need a really small amount, and you want to make sure it's a nice even layer. I think the issue I ran into was that I didn't have an even layer in the front, so there was just a couple spots where the shimmer was sticking, like in patches. You could tell where I had more of the glitter adhesive on. So like with any new product, a bit of a learning curve, but boy oh boy do I love the result. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the finished look. Do you like it? Only tell me if you like it. I don't want to know if you don't like it. I got a comment on an Instagram reel earlier where somebody said I don't like it, and I responded and I said I didn't ask if you liked it. So I am asking if you like it now, but with the stipulation that only tell me if you like it. I don't want to know if you don't like it. Don't hurt my feelings on my channel. This is my channel. You can't hurt my feelings here. Oh my goodness, I'm rambling. But yeah, I love the way the look turned out, and I guess that's all that matters because I'm the one that's got to wear it for the rest of the day. But I thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos twice a week, and sometimes I live stream. I owe you guys a live stream. I will do a live stream soon. Check out my description box for all of the product details, all the products that I used today. I'll list them all down below for you. Also in my description box, I'll have a bunch of Black Lives Matter resources to support the Asian American community, resources to support the LGBTQ+ community, and resources to support Ukraine. So please check out those links if you haven't yet. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!